Ziegler and our reporter, Ellie LaForce. And a look at the stats for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here are the five for the Lakers. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. LeBron James out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Smart in at the 3 spot. And for Philadelphia, we've got Kelly Oubre, Cameron Payne out there with Edgecombe. And it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4. Back-to-backs are one of the season's unique challenges, Legs. The second game in particular.
Yes, stamina plays a real factor in those back-to-backs. And the challenge is mental and physical. Who can push through the fatigue and find a way to get it done?
Totally a mindset, isn't it?
No excuses.
Now here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, the defense has to push Embiid farther away from the rim. You can't make the game this easy for him.
Here's James. That shot off. Excellent D there from Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. James against Embiid. And it's good. 2 points. Embiid's got his second bucket.
From point-blank range, you won't see Embiid miss many.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
I love that mindset. He wasted no time catching the ball and going straight at the rim.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Philadelphia moving it around from 11 feet away. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Well, that is nice touch and confidence on the mid-range from Embiid.
The 3, James. Barlow grabs a miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Oubre. Back to Payne. Here's Edgecombe to the middle. Here's Embiid. Shoots over 8. Embiid misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Reeves. Outside Payne. Misses the 3. And there's 1:38 left in the first. Smart passes to Ayton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
1:25 left now in the first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Sixers. Edwards comes in for Oubre, and it's Grimes in for Payne. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. LaRavia is checked in for Smart. And it's Kennard in for Reeves. Pass to Barlow. Here's Edgecombe. Outside Edwards. Launches it. Grimes shot is off. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Kennard passes to LaRavia. And here's Doncic outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's the drive.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. There's the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Pass to Grimes. Here's Edgecombe. Back to Grimes. Fires for 3. Doesn't go that time. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Philadelphia on top, up 2. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, the energy was there. The communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
The Lakers trail. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves out there with James. Then it's Jake LaRavia, and it's Hayes in at the center position, locking down the middle. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. The first free throw is good. Martin, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Kennard, he's checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws good for Edwards. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season. But a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
Martin against Reeves. Martin, left side. Drummond with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, it was relentless play at both ends of the court in that game. They were able to seize control and maintain it.
That is the way they would like to play every night. But, of course, each opponent represents different challenges.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the score by Los Angeles. Here's Drummond, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Everyone, your Sixers ENT.
substitution here for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Barlow comes in for Watford. Oubre, he's checked in for Edwards. And Payne is subbed in for Martin. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for Kennard. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pass to Hayes. Smart outside. And here's Doncic outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Doncic has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, B.A. He completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
A minute 53 left to play in the second quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James' game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, "It's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having two guys like that on the court helps the whole team out." Back to you guys.
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Barlow, following the score by the Lakers. Pass to Payne, beyond the arc, knocks it down from distance. Payne's got 5 points.
If any defense gives you that much cushion, you have to take that shot.
Here's Doncic. He's got 5. On the wing, Hachimura. Outside Reeves. Smart for 3. Rebound by Embiid. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Outside Payne. Down low. Embiid just brushing off the contact inside.
And sometimes Joel Embiid is just that good. He can be unstoppable.
To the inside. And it's Hayes. That time on the assist from Hachimura. Hayes has got his second basket of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Outside Grimes. Inside. Embiid elevates.
They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Yeah, just hold it for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. The free ball. And the three-pointer goes. Hachimura's got 6 in the quarter. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Los Angeles leading by just 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Bulls, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. That's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Chet, it seems like upsets happen every week. And redirecting now to what we saw in that first half, the Lakers find themselves in quite a battle.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
third quarter, as we've seen so far. Neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Well, Lex, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
Cameron Payne out there with Edgecombe. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Barlow in at the power forward spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now here's Payne. He's got 5. Sinks the tray. Oubre's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Lakers in the lead. Outside Reeves. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Here's James. Punching it inside. LeBron.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. LeBron has had so much recognition over the years. Truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Here's Ayton. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Count it.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Back to Smart. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Smart. James outside. LeBron fires and hits a 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Barlow. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Embiid, a screen on James. Barlow with the bucket. Barlow's got his second basket on the night.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Now, here's James. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 6. And it's Doncic missing. The 76ers have gone 4-4 in this third quarter so far. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Doncic on the wing. Back to James. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. The 76ers have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Philadelphia are 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers with some changes. Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. Edwards comes in for Oubre. And it's Grimes in for Payne. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for James. LaRavia is checked in for Smart. And it's Kennard in for Luka Doncic. He's off on the second. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first round exit against Minnesota. Enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, BA. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
Now here's Drummond. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. To the paint. And the jam by Drummond.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Kennard outside. Down low. Here's Hayes. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Hayes has got 6 points.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Hedgecote. Takes a three. No luck on that one. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Sixers ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. We've got Luke Kennard. Jake LaRavia is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Hachimura. Kicks it out to Kennard. Fires from deep. A rebound by Embiid. And stolen by Reeves. Pass to Hayes. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Terry, the pass to Grimes. And here's Watford. Puts up a 3. The shot that time not on target. Hayes against Embiid. Hachimura outside. 3-pointer. It's good from beyond the arc. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Let's see those dance moves. Keep it going.
Sixers. Barlow's checked in for Watford. Oubre comes in for Edwards. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Terry. And Payne is subbed in for Grimes. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. LeBron comes in for Hachimura. Marcus Smart's checked in for LaRavia. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Kennard. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with this player. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Appreciate the report, Allie. So it's the Lakers now. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. James deciding where to go with it. James double team. Shoots a 3. The 3 is in.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Edge coach. Embiid fires. Can't get the three. Here's the pass to Smart. Ooh, nice. Smart slipping inside.
I like watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
76ers trail by 4. Now Embiid. Using the glass to lay it in.
Joel Embiid coming up big. So reliable in the clutch.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside Reeves. Now Doncic. Here's James. Beyond the arc. Ooh, the shot misses. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Outside Reeves. The three. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do.
Now Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting him close.
One thing you can say about Embiid, he never shoots from the line.
In the corner, Smart. Here's Doncic. James.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to bring it.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Now, this team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
Here's Embiid. Count it.
There's absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, BA. The clock is theirs to burn.
So it's Philadelphia now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
And the big man coming through in the clutch. These are the moments that Embiid lives for.
Here's Doncic. Here's Reeves. Now James. Puts up a tray. It's money from Lehman.
Who else but LeBron could pull that off? Keeping his cool and delivering in the clutch.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Here's Edgecombe. Embiid. The 10-footer. Oh, the shot is off. So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers. Pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Luka, congrats on the win, but a quick turnaround right around the corner. What'll be the key to keeping it going?
Same as today, prepare hard for this game, play good defense, and, just keep attacking them. We just got to prepare ourselves.
Preparation is so much of it. Thanks, Luka. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And let's leave you with our player of the game, LeBron James.